Hi everybody, it's Andy from Deeping Business Community. I'm delivering this message in video form as I don't think many of you are reading the emails that we sent out. I understand that. I mean, for example, I'm a member of the Federation of Small Businesses and I get quite a lot of emails from them which kind of park in my inbox and gradually work their way down it, and eventually I think, well, they're probably out of date now, and so I delete them. We all get inundated with emails at work, so I can kind of understand why that's done. But sometimes there are important messages. This particular one, I would really appreciate if you'd bear with me for a couple of minutes, because we have got some stuff that we need to get out to you. And the reason we're doing it now is that it's because the AGM, Annual General Meeting of Deeping Business Community, is coming up. I promise to only bore you with one video like this per year. So as part of the AGM, we kind of summarise what we've done for the previous year, and then tell you about any proposed changes sort of going forwards. Because of COVID, we perhaps didn't do as much as usual, although we did disseminate a lot of information to you about the government and local authority grants, and in fact we helped some members process their applications and even chased up Invest SK on behalf of a couple of members as well. We also provided advice on COVID safe working and helped with pointing people to the right place to source PPE. We became a key member and contributed funds to the Deeping Business Support Group, which you may have heard of. And that group, over a period of nearly a year, helped about 20 local businesses who were really struggling during the pandemic. We did hold members meetings, but they were on Zoom, where we were able to provide advice, let people explain the issues and problems they've got, and other members could propose solutions. We continued to have input and provide resource to the Deeping's Neighbourhood Plan, which was successfully completed during 2021 and now becomes a sort of legally binding document that does add some protection to employment sites and the town centre, and have some other merits to do with the local economy. So worth a read sometime if you get a chance. That project does continue because we need to monitor it, review it, and make sure people are adhering to it. So we'll continue to be involved in that. We pointed members to towards grants that were available from the likes of LCC and SKDC, and I know of at least two successful applicants there who got a reasonably significant amount of funding. Alison Ireland did a fantastic job on the Love Deepings campaign during almost impossible times, helping to promote some of the local businesses that were particularly badly affected, and trying to highlight those that were adapting to the new environment to still help provide a service for their customers and the community as a whole. Last year the Deeping Business Awards were delayed somewhat, but eventually we presented to the winners via little videos of them holding their trophies and making speeches. Some of you may have seen that, but it did give it a bit of a lift to the business community or parts of it during those difficult times. We held a members barbecue in August, which you were all invited to, but maybe some of you didn't read the emails. Go back to my point one. But I know a lot of people were on holiday in August, so that's a fair enough excuse. And I'm sure you will have recently seen information about the 2021-22 Business Awards, which I think have been a great success. Over 18,000 votes were cast in 14 categories by over 3,000 people. And the nominations and the voting all done by members of the public. We changed some of the categories around a little bit this year to try and give opportunities to those that perhaps haven't won awards before, and we did get quite a lot of new winners, so that was good. And we also were able to donate £750 to two local charities, as well as having a great evening out for 160 people at the Iron Horse on the presentation night. So actually we did quite a bit considering it was a COVID year. So what are we proposing for next year? Well, as the formalities of the AGM can be a bit boring, we're going to do what we had to do last year because we couldn't have a face-to-face meeting. We're going to do an online vote. Now that will cover a few things. We'll send out via email before that a summary of the DBC accounts. Just to remind you there, we are a not-for-profit organisation, so any monies that come in are spent on things for the members, like the projects, the website, insurance for the club, and we do spend a little bit on administration time. We've taken on a person to do some of the administration work because the committee members don't really have the spare time to do it, but nobody from none of the members and none of the committee get paid for anything. It's all done voluntarily. The committee members, most of them are willing to restand, with a couple of people stepping down. So there are a couple of places available on the committee if anybody wants to be a committee member. You just need to have been a paid up member of the business club for at least 6 months and get another member to nominate you and one other to second you. So email it in to me, and we'll include that in the voting process, which will go out at the AGM, which is going to be the end of October, just to give people plenty of time to read through everything. There's a few minor changes to the constitution which we're going to propose. They will again be emailed out and available on the website. And then, as I say, you'll get a link to a Google form where you can vote for the various bits and bobs. It should take a maximum of a couple of minutes. So do please look out for the email that's coming out about that, and do please have your say. So what are we hoping to change and do going forwards? One of the issues we've had is low attendance at meetings. We've conducted surveys in the past, and some people are happy to be members without feeling the need to attend meetings. Others can't do a Tuesday evening, and some are just too busy. So we understand and respect all of those reasons, but it can be a bit disheartening for the committee members sometimes who put a lot of time and effort into arranging a meeting, setting out the invites, getting guest speakers to come along, specialists, setting up projectors and everything else, and then only having 4 or 5 people turn up. So we are trying to do things to get a little bit more of a turnout for those. So the resource and commitment to the committee has also been a bit of an issue for some of us. We're all busy people as well. So we're proposing to reduce the number of formal members' meetings. Having said that, none of our meetings are very formal. But to reduce that down from sort of 10 or 11 a year down to 4 or 5 a year. And they won't all be on a Tuesday evening either. The months in between, we're going to have a sort of opportunity for a bit of a social get-together. So again, not always a Tuesday evening, different evenings, maybe a morning coffee session, but just a chance for a few people to get together, have a bit of a chat, let each other know what's happening in their business, bit of networking, all very friendly, informal, and you may only have 1 or 2 committee members coming along to those sessions. The other thing that we're going to do is going to put a full 12-month schedule out of when those meetings are going to be, and where possible what the sort of topic is going to be. So that'll give you a chance to put them all in your diaries, and hopefully allow you to plan a bit better so you can attend at least 2 or 3 meetings a year if possible. That would be great. As I say, if you're happy to be a member and don't want to come to a meeting, we respect that as well. In terms of the projects and ongoing support for members, we're hoping open to suggestions. So if you've got anything that you think Deep in Business Community should be doing, do let us know. We're going to continue our work as part of the neighbourhood plan team. We're going to keep maintaining that great new website. I hope you have all seen the website. It is really, really good. And we do try and keep it up to date. There's a wealth of information on there for not only businesses, but residents and visitors to the Deepings as well. And talking of visitors, we hope to update the visitor guide in the near future. There was no point doing it really in the COVID year because, visitors were few and far between. We're going to continue encouraging a support local ethos through the Love Deepings project. We hope to continue to be a source of local information about planning, new developments, business premises, job vacancies. We'll work with SKDC and LCC to try and ensure that the Deepings get their fair share of any business funding. Advise members of available grants. These often come with a limited time frame, and the various grant bodies can't contact all of you individually, so we become a conduit for that. Okay, I appreciate I've gone on a bit, but we are offering all of the above. We will also, of course, be doing the business awards again next year as well, hopefully bigger and better than ever. And so we do all of this for what is probably less than the price of one fancy coffee per month. So it is really good value, and we honestly believe that we do a lot of good for the business community of the Deepings. So please do renew your membership, just £40 a year by standing order, and do please have a quick check of the emails we send out. You may be missing the opportunity for something really worthwhile, maybe a grant worth thousands of pounds, or a free bottle of wine at the Christmas meal. We'll try and make it clear in the first sentence of any email what it's all about, so if it's not relevant, you can delete it. Okay, thanks for listening, and hope to see you all soon. Goodbye.